One of the things I've learned over the years is that Spirit always knows. Now, as a reader, I may not always understand the message that's coming across, and I often have to describe things to a client and talk about it and get them to confirm it or get them to understand something for me to really truly understand it. That's the nature of the job. So an example of when Spirit knows and we're not always getting the message happened the other day. A young client was sitting down with me, and I was talking to him about things that I see for his life, and behind him was what I would call a two removed, that's how I see it, as two removed, uncle energy, and it was quite strong. So I focused in on this uncle energy, and when I did, the uncle was saying to me to pass along the message to this young man that he was with him to help guide him, but he also was telling him not to do what I have done. And so when I passed along this information to this client, he was bewildered. He actually didn't understand what I was trying to say. And so what I then do is I'll try to do some wows or tells, as I call them, and that's where I focus in on the energy and I start to describe the person. It can be details about their life, it can be little idiosyncrasies that they have, it can be their physical self, and I try to make a connection so that the client understands who I'm speaking of so that they get the message. And for this particular gentleman, I was able to get that his height was as tall as the gentleman sitting in front of me, but except for a little bit taller. I got an image of him smoking, but that he had quit. I got a few other personal details that I can't share with you at this moment. And the young gentleman was, again, confused. And I was trying to continue, but I couldn't get across a connection with my client. So he confessed to me that his family isn't overly close. And I said, oh, okay, all right. So I said, you're not relating to the information that's coming up. He said, well, I am, except for my uncle that I can think of is alive. And he said to me, are you sure this isn't my uncle who's alive? And why would he be saying to me, don't do what I did? And I said, well, I'm not sure about that. I'm the in-between. I pass along the message. But I can guarantee you that this gentleman is absolutely passed on. And still the confusion there. And so I said to him, I'll tell you what, go home, talk to your mom. She knows the family history? He said, yeah, a lot better than I do. I said, okay, go home, talk to your mom. Find out from her which uncles this may be. And then when you come back and see me, let me know, and then we'll figure it out from there. And so sure enough, a week passed, and I come back to the place I'm doing mini readings on, and he's waiting for me at the door. And we sit down together, and he let me know that he did talk to his mom, and that the uncle that he had been thinking about, who matched the description, had actually committed suicide 2 weeks earlier. Now the beauty in this moment, as sad as suicide can be, is that this gentleman now knows that his relative is with him to move forward with, to heal with, and to make sure he didn't do what the gentleman who had passed on did. What a beautiful healing message. What a beautiful job I have to be able to pass that along, even if it is a sad circumstance. But in the end, Spirit always knows, even when myself as a reader can't totally make sense of it, nor can the client.